Guys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to a new edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Let me give you some good news. This is probably the first week in about 4 or 5 that I actually got some video fishing. This is June 1st. This is Monday morning, June 1st, starting in June. Starting typically, it's almost the summertime right now. Believe me, when I tell you what typical it is, the Mississippi River is up, which is a good sign, but we got a tropical depression in the Gulf. Just watch the TV, watch the news, watch the weather report, because this week things might change. This fishing report might just be going out the window. So I made a trip, Island Marina, my second home, with one of the captains that are there, Brad D. Alfonso, and I'm gonna tell you what, one of the good young captains they got in there, Mr. Bob Woods, who always hangs around there, originally from the Baker area. Him, the girl that runs the shrimp shed, what's the name let me get this straight. Brad's girlfriend, and they run the shrimp shed, her and Danielle. Her name is Priscilla Kaya. So, and good outdoorsmen, good girls. And let me tell you about Island Marina. I'm telling you right now, they got the store. All the marinas were full. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, you know, there are people out there. But these young girls that run this place and help Miss Angie and David, you know, if you go in the store, you might run into Miss Angie or David himself doing it. But these girls that are running there, always smiling, always beautiful, just as friendly as they can be. The guy that owns the bait shop right now, and he got all the fresh strip, his name is Ryan Angola. It's spelled without the A. But let me tell you what, or the O. He's another one, young man doing a great job. They just signed the papers. They're gonna be on Highway 11 with another bait shop. He's also a crabber. That's why I wasn't gonna tell y'all this now, but if you ever, you know, you book one of the trips out of Island Marina, tell the girls running the bait shop, you say, hey, Ryan got some new fresh crab, and all you do is call him when you get back to the land, and he'll probably have you some crab. So stay tuned. Here we're going to Island Marina. Got a good fishing trip. I say we're in the best. It wasn't all. It was real rough going out, but these captains find them redfish, live shrimp. Here we go. The rest of the day, and we got a good fishing report all over, pictures everywhere. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's that time of year, CCA Star Tournament time.
We might have a star winner, folks.
Don't miss your chance for more categories, more prizes, and more smiles. Young and old, there's a division for everyone. You can win a truck, RV, boat, and much more. Sign up today for a chance to become an early bird winner. The fun starts Memorial Day weekend. Visit CCA Star to get your ticket today.
Welcome to Paradise, Louisiana. Island Marina. Spec that charters. Mr. What's your name? That sounds like an Italian name.
Captain Brad D'Alfonso.
Yeah, Captain Brad, you've been hot the last few months, even with this panorama. You got the mainstay, Mr. Bob Woods here. He always sending us pictures. So if you watch Paradise, Louisiana, when you see reports on the table and fish, Mr. Bob is one of the people to do that. Give me a little rundown of what we're going to do today. We're going to talk to you more in the boat than the technique you're using, but as of yesterday, you almost had limited redfish with those guys.
We had some good redfish.
This wind is
yesterday.
blowing. I thought the wind was going to lay down. What we going to do today?
Well, we was hoping to get out in Lake Bourne and see what was going on out some of them wellheads out there, but I think we're going to end up maybe trying to get into the marsh and trying to get out this wind, maybe stick some reds. We're going to try and see what we can do. The wind's going to be a little factor today. It is blowing, it is picking up, but it is supposed to lay down a little bit. So hopefully we can get across to the marsh and see what's going on that side.
We got a lot of designer water. We got Coca-Cola products, and we got a lot of bait, a lot of shrimp.
A lot of live bait.
Island Marina shrimp. By the way, we're going to have some news to you about that bait shop. They're getting ready to be on Highway 11. So stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. And this is my second home, Island Marina. Where are we at?
We are in False Mouth Bayou, the Biloxi Marsh. We're going to be trying to target some redfish on these shorelines. See what we can do.
Were you expect to be that rough coming in?
No. I didn't think.
The weatherman lied.
Well, I checked the weather on the way out, and they said east wind 10 to 15. And that was more like, I'd say, northwest wind, if you ask me, huh?
About northeast.
You think it's northeast?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
And it was about 25.
I'd say 20, 25.
Typical weather. You add the two numbers together and you
Good.
see if I can bring him home.
That's beautiful.
Coming off that same point. This ain't going to make it. I guess.
Get back out there, Sil. That's gonna make
Bob, look at the colors. I'm showing Bob.
Yeah.
So Bob, you know Priscilla put you on that fish, huh?
Oh yeah, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Priscilla.
Look at the colors on it. That's your Brown's colors
Get it
over
light,
here, Biloxi Marsh.
fire up back there.
Bob, that color here in the Biloxi Marsh, that's because of the grass and
Yeah.
they got that great color. You know, they get the white muddy water, they get white.
Fish out of open water, edge of the Gulf or something's gonna be more silver.
Oh, it's so.
That's a big one, Mr. Bob.
Yes, nice. Trying to landlock me.
We get over your shoulder.
Get out of there.
Oh, that's pretty.
Nice bad there. Look at that.
I'm not going to talk. You talk, Cap.
All right.
Oh, that's a nice red there.
Let me get a picture.
Yes.
Let me get a picture. Son,
There you go.
you're catching the perfect one. That's the perfect one.
That's a pretty red there, Mr. Bob. That's a nice
Yeah.
fish.
Last one.
All right.
Mr. Bob, it's your old pro.
I would totally put that on my map.
Bob Woods, tell me a little bit about Bob Woods. Tell me where you're from, where you raised, what?
Grew up in North Baton Rouge, fishing the sloughs in Devil's Swamp. Broke me in on the sloughs, and then I went to saltwater, and I've been saltwater ever since. I love it all.
Look at that, Mr. Bob. I'm calling this Priscilla's Peak right here. This is my peak.
I'll get it, Brad.
Fish. Everything matters.
Let me get the net.
That's your point. You must be passing through that.
There you go.
I'm trying.
Stingray.
Put them out. Let me see. All right, get rid of them.
Want me to get him out for you?
Nothing but rays.
The marine shrimp, they're beautiful. Live. How many different ways you hook the shrimp?
I only hook them 2 different ways. One through the horn on the head, and one through that second segment, the tail. I like going through the horn right here. Right under there. It's a nice little.
I've seen a lot of
large
people
spot.
lately going through that second joint.
Yeah. They last longer if you go through the second joint of the tail. They will last a little bit longer on the hook.
Throw that, lady. Throw that rod, lady. We're getting ready to get to the 1st of June, so we're gonna be summertime. When you just came through a good spring season, you caught fish with all that water and wind. What was the secret this spring?
Work the bank, stay in the grass.
Best bait live shrimp?
Best bait's live shrimp, that's right.
It's summertime now,
About
okay?
18 inches under a cork. We don't have a real low tide today, so we got decent water up by the grass. And it makes the fish get up there.
June coming, summertime, June, July.
Yep,
Anyway,
be hot.
Historically, how you fish this Island Marina and Pontchartrain Basin?
Oh gosh, I fish mostly for specks. I don't have a trolling motor on my boat, so I'm kind of limited to fish for reds. So I chase the specks mostly, but I will go for the reds, and I'll just find cuts and stuff and just put the Cajun anchor down.
Where you look for? Where you find specks?
Generally in deep water, around structure, or
Name it. You got to name something specific.
in current lines.
Name
Bay
something
Maroon.
specific. Some island, some lake.
Bay Maroon, where the water comes in there out of those cuts, and you got current. Bayou McGill's, got a cut coming into it right after you get in there, and the water comes out and heads toward Lake Bourne, and you get up above that, throw back up in the little bayou, and it comes out in that current under a cork, and they pop it.
Captain Brad,
Mr. Gary.
let's talk about spec that. Charles, how long you been in business?
2 years.
You been fishing all your life, though? Where you fishing? Where you come up?
I grew up fishing out of Delacroix, and then we moved out in Slidell, and I got tired of driving across all that water every day and fishing out in Delacroix, so I started fishing that Slidell area, and started learning Lake Catherine and Lake Bourne, and as time goes on, you get bigger boats, you go out further, and now we cover mostly Biloxi Marsh. In the fall we can all stick to the inside and fish that Lake Catherine area real good. But typically we cover all the way from Hopedale all the way to Biloxi Marsh into all the way back into Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Bourne areas.
You've been there 2 years. What's
I've
been your
been
best
in
month?
charter business 2 years.
What's been your best month since you've been in charter?
Typically the fall is pretty good. Last summer was pretty good too. This year, with all this COVID stuff going on, things kind of slowed up. But I tell you, it's picking back up. February is usually a slow month. February, January is pretty slow, but October, November, December is usually pretty busy.
What happens? What makes your mind up when you leave the landing in the morning? You're gonna fish red specks or everything, or bass, whatever. What makes your mind up? What leads you to where you're gonna fish that day?
Conditions, really. It's all about conditions. I mostly go for putting meat in the box. Unless a client asks for specific fish, if they want just redfish or they want speckled trout, then I'll just target that species. But typically I'm meat in the box kind of captain. And you play
You told me this morning specs gonna be hard to find. That wind was tough.
Yeah. Today, you play them conditions. You get out there and you realize the weatherman said it was going to be, 10 to 15 knot winds, and you get out here and it's 18 to 20.
You're fishing, right? You're fishing the windy bank. You're
Yes.
letting the corks go back. You're fishing grass, a lot of grass.
A lot of grass.
We've been jumping and running,
Yep.
and we're picking up. Look, when we get there, I think somebody's hitting that cork over there. I want to thank you first. Tell how somebody, different kind of ways people can get you. You fish out of Island Marina mostly?
Fish out of Island Marina. You can contact me on Facebook. I'm on Google, and you can always contact me by phone. That's 985-259-9170.
If you can call Island Marina and they'll get in
You
touch.
can call Island Marina and they'll definitely get you in touch with.
Your girlfriend, beautiful girl, well, athlete, she does everything.
She does. She does everything.
She runs that shrimp shed too, don't she?
She does. She runs a bait shop, which is pretty convenient. I always know when the shrimp are available. And always count it out in my favor too.
Yeah, I tell you what. Both of y'all beautiful people. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you, Mr. Derek.
Before this came out, we were supposed to make a couple trips.
Absolutely, we
Thank
were.
you again for donating trips to the charities that we do.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Absolutely.
Let's go catch a few more fish before we go.
Let's knock them out.
We're closed. 3.
Not a great day, but definitely a good day here at Island Marina, Paradise, Louisiana.
These good live shrimp.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Why choose barbecue, guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Fish like a fanatic with the latest generation of Revo. Built on corrosion resistance and comfort. World-class adventure awaits with Revo. Abu Garcia for life.
Welcome to the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. Boy, great fishing report. A lot of pictures came in, so I'm gonna do like I do. I'm gonna run through it as fast as I can. I'm gonna start out at Grand Isle, Britside. Britt Rollins, him and his crew, they made a long trip. They drove all night, fished all day for 2 days. They had a full moon trip. They caught trout. They caught everything that you could catch. He got some of the pictures. Some of the pictures are not clear because it was under the cleaning shed at Britside. But I wanted to thank you. He had Mason Payton and Matthew and Mason Payton in these pictures. Bruce died. My good buddy Bruce died. He sent me some pictures. He had 2 days over there. They were catching limits almost every day. They're fishing live croaker. Live croaker. It's just now coming. Usually they come in to play usually around the end of June and July and August. But right now, they catch them. They're all still catching them on live shrimp. And I want to remind you, Brookside and Sand Dollar and all those places down there, they got live shrimp. So it's been good. Also getting a report from Venice. I told you Mike Butler and them would tell me they been having a full house every time they go over there. But here's a picture come from Lynn. There's Rochelle Baglio, and here's where they are making snapper trips and catching mangrove. Mangrove, again, have been coming to Island Marina. Let me remember, his boy's name is David Charbonnet. He fried fish yesterday for me, fried shrimp and everything. But they had mangrove, they had snapper. Here's a couple of shots on the cleaning table with some of the pretty fish they caught in. They made that run, almost an 80-mile run. Saturday, like I say, it was great. Sunday was a little choppy, but they still come back with fish. I want to thank you, David. Appreciate that. Appreciate cooking them fish. Another trip we're coming to my Grand Isle right now. Another fishing report coming from Grand Isle, Lyle Mouton and his grandkids. Sent me a whole bunch of pictures. And I'm gonna tell you what, Lyle's mother is so proud, so proud of these kids right here. Love the water. And I don't know if y'all remember Lyle. Lyle was a great athlete at LSU, baseball and basketball. And Phyllis worked for the Department of Labor at the state, and she's a super lady. She's proud of her kids and her grandkids. And thank you for sending me those pictures. Another place we're coming from, I've been getting some reports from the Lodge. Rick and them didn't send me no pictures, but they own a fish. Cocodrie is another place they're catching fish. Now, I got a bad report with Tom LeBlanc. They've been fishing the inner side of Delacroix. Now, I don't know what's wrong, but I got some good reports from Delacroix, but they're going out. Now, they're fishing out, they're getting out in front of the bays and fish. But inside Delacroix, unless you fishing bass or redfish, and they've been tough. They're not getting it. I meant to call Jack. I'm going to call Jack this week and talk to Jack and see what happens to be the problem. Also, let me get this straight now. I'm reading this thing and we got it. In Fouchon, we had, hold on, I got them all listed different. Fouchon. John Donahue, he and him have some beautiful pictures. Snapper has some pretty girls. I think one of them is his daughter and their friend. Had Snapper, Amberjack. That was the last weekend for Amberjack. It was opening up. Snapper, like I'm telling you, just on the weekends right now, they beautiful catches of snapper. Beautiful, a big snapper. And big snappers are coming in. I'm talking about anywhere from 16 to 20 pounds. There've been some beautiful snapper caught. They're still having trouble. There've been some big mangroves caught. I've got some reports. I had one boy, they signing up. They found out he was in second place. I don't think they got over 10 pounds yet, but I'll get a report. You know, we also had another tag redfish caught, so it'll be all over the news, and y'all go to the website and see what happens this week. So let me see, and that tournament's still going on, and I've still got a lot of fish to be caught. Let me looking at this right now, freshwater. John Bernard sent me a picture of his grandkids again. They putting in a million, but they're running north, so they're fishing all around Grassy Lake and they're all in those areas and dead end canals, and they're catching these brims on crickets. Steve Fontana and Joe Macalusa, they're picking on me, especially Steve. He's rubbing it in. Steve took Joe back again. They went out there because it's been great. Poor Joe, much as he does, he don't get to go much, but now he's retired. God bless you, Joe. He didn't send me a picture of Joe. He sent me a picture with an 18-pound stringer. Steve Fontana, a spinnerbait and a chatterbait. Joe was fishing a chatterbait, trying to get a little blue in there in chartreuse or white, but he got a special skirt he makes. It's almost looks just like a shad with a blue tint on top of it. Steve Fontana and them, he said he caught 50 bass that morning early. All over there, they were biting everywhere they were going, and they took a picture with this 18-pound stringer, but they all went back. You know, Joe and Steve, they put all these fish back. I wouldn't have done that. I'd have kept the smaller ones. I'd have had me some fresh bass fillets. I got me some fresh, right now I got me some fresh redfish to go on the grill for the fish we caught yesterday. Them boys clean them for me. But out in Marina is where it's happened. I got to go back and tell you. Brad DeLaFaso, I was telling you, Bob Woods, who hangs around there all the time, he was over there. You know, he's the one who went with us. He's around there, he fishes, he takes people out, friends, whatever. But Drake Morvant, Clint DeArmas, here's a whole line of pictures. And like I told you, David Charbonnet, he lived there, but he got a houseboat there. But he's been going out running that 80 miles and to them rigs over there and catching these beautiful snapper and sharing it with everybody. Again, let me thank Miss Angie, Mr. David. They take care of me. Unbelievable. The store is open. They got everything you want, bait, ice, anything you want to do. Got the nicest people in the world running it. I'm not telling you don't have to go nobody. All the landings, when I was down there, crabs were running. I'm going to remind you again, if you go there and you get some shrimp and you want to bring some crabs back with you, ask the girls to call Ryan and see if he got some, because he crabs every day, some beautiful crabs. When you catch them out of Lake Pontchartrain and Lake Bourne, wherever, they're beautiful right now. I mean, big, blue, and full with the full moon. I think that's all. I hope I didn't forget nothing. We got a few news you got to watch. Joe Macaluso wrote it in the paper today. They putting more and more lock gates. You know, there's always three sides to the story. You know, it's always one side that wants the gates, the other side said you don't have the gates, and then they got to be a happy medium. There got to be a true meaning to this, that we can all work together. We tried it in a lot of things, we have never done it. Say a little prayer with all this stuff in the legislature. These people get and say, hey, everybody got a good idea, it's a fair idea, let's find the most fairest way. And I don't know why we can't do it in politics and nowhere, but we can't work together. Get all this stuff straight. We got a great Louisiana. God bless Louisiana.
BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.